Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So, man, I was thinking about something, and I made a video earlier regarding the UFC. You know, they're outshining boxing right now. And it got me thinking, which one of these boxing entities will be the first to fully adopt what the UFC is doing? And by that, I mean making the best fight the best. So the champion fight number 1, number 2's fight number 3, number 4's fight number 5, and so on and so on. I said it because whoever decides to make that move, who's ever bold enough to make that move, they will be the fan favorite in boxing. Now, people, you know, everyone wonders, like, well, how can this happen? Especially when it comes to, like, the PBC guys, they're not under contract. Well, I said it in the previous video. It's like, well, they're not under contract, but everyone has to fight on the network. And if Al Heyman, being a manager and advisor, can't force their hand, somebody has to step up, and that can be the network. It's just getting to a point where I don't know how long they really believe that this will last, but fight fans are tired of these weak fights. We're tired of the number 1 guys not fighting the champion, and the number 2 guys not fighting the number 3 ranked guys, and so on and so on. It's like we're getting to the point, well, we've been at the point where we're absolutely tired of it. And a change has to be made, but my only question is, who will be the trendsetter? Which one of these boxing entities will put fear aside, put aside, you know, their people-pleasing ways and ass-kissing ways, and they'll just say straight up, you know, we want the best to fight the best. And if you're not willing to do that, like, we don't want you a part of our organization. Like, they need to just put it straight up, put it out there, and have a Q&A with all the top fighters, all the A fighters, all the B fighters, all the B- and the C fighters. Have a Q&A with the fans. Have a Q&A with the fans, put it out there, and let the fans interact with their favorite fighters. And have all of these top fighters, even if you want to make it a series, you want to make it a live event, whatever you want it to be, have the fans be able to have some type of platform to ask every single fighter, what is your goal in boxing? See, we can put them on the record to hold them accountable to what they've said. Like, is your goal in boxing, what is your boxing goal? Is your goal to be undisputed? Do you want to be the best fighter ever? Like, what is your goal? Now, when those questions are answered, you know, we're going to see a lot of guys, you know, they're going to try to tell us what we want to hear. We've seen Sean Porter do it. He even fixed his own lips. He even fixed his lips to say, oh, yeah, I couldn't say this and this in front of the fans, but I'm going to say something different now. And we just need to figure out what their actual goals are, because if the goal is to be the best, the goal is to be undisputed, why aren't you unifying when it's time, when you have a voluntary? That's what doesn't make sense. Like, people always say, well, you know, this person is with this network and that person is with this network. I was like, well, Terrence Crawford fought Felix Diaz. Mayweather fought Pacquiao. You know, Gary Russell fought Lomachenko. I'm really trying to figure out, when it comes to fights, big and small, the fights from network to network, HBO to Showtime, even though HBO isn't a thing anymore, ESPN to PBC, Golden Boy to PBC, when it's time to make these fights, and we sit back and we think about all of these cross networks fights that have happened within the last 3 years, all of this Cold War bullshit, it's nonsense. The fights have happened, they've been made, and they will. Only thing we have to do is just make sure that these guys continue to have these fights. But we'll see what happens, guys. It's Nino Brown Boxing. I'm out.